led me to my last point for today. When in my Facebook announcement for today, I also mentioned not only that we would have Jessica speaking about Hispanic Heritage Month, but also that we would just say a word about both the horrors of hostage taking and the joy of their release. And I got, as I usually do, I got some blowback on that on Facebook. Usually it's on the level of, well, you guys just all suck. But this one was, I don't think joy is the right word. We had an interesting back and forth on Facebook about whether joy is a word that should have been applied to hostage release. And I totally understood the points of it's not really joyful, there are other aspects. There are so many subjective things. For the people whose families did not come home, the joy they may have felt at seeing 20 others released is obviously going to be very different. For each of the hostages that came home, their experiences were different. On Monday, when the hostages were being released, Kathy and I, on the way back from D.C., listened to the book Hostage by Ellie Sharabi. Ellie Sharabi was taken hostage on October 7th. And I will not ruin the rest of the story for you, but it is a day-by-day description from him of his 491 days in captivity. 47 days more than the 444 days of the Iranian hostages. So he told the story when he got out in February of 2025. So we were listening to that all day long. So it really drives home, to me, it drives home all of the emotions that would go into being a hostage, watching people in your community being held hostage, watching people being killed, watching people come home or not come home. I thought joy was the appropriate word this week, because for this week there was something that they have not had there for a long time, and that is the words hostages and joy in the same sentence. But obviously the story continues, and if you're one who says, "Yep, that's it, peace in the Middle East, we're done. It's the greatest day in history, and I should get 7 Nobel Awards for chemistry and engineering and economics and politics and everything else, including peace," that kind of simplistic thinking, it doesn't really lead you to long-lasting peace. But for this week, and maybe this week alone, there was joy, and so for that I'm thankful.